This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. As you prepare for your retirement as a federal employee, you need a plan. So here to help us make that plan is Tavon Jackson. Tavon is the founder of New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
All right, how do you properly plan for a retirement if you are a federal government worker?
Well, one, you have to come in to actually put a plan together.
You need to put a plan together.
Because a lot of people retire based on emotions, and they don't base it on numbers at all. So when you're retiring from the federal government, there's a few different things you got to pay attention to. One is your government pension. The way they calculate that is they take your high 3 years of service, or 101.1%. You also have to factor in the Social Security supplement. So if you retire before the age of 62, you get your Social Security kind of early, but then it goes away at 62, and that can mess you up. When you retire, there's a lot of deductions that's going to come out that the government is not really going to tell you about, such as taxes, your life insurance if you decide to keep it, your health insurance, dental, vision, survivor benefits. So all these things have to go together, or you're going to be very confused and you're going to have to go back to work. So that's why it's very important for somebody to come in who's retiring soon.
I'm confused, and I'm not even at retirement age
I'm confused
yet.
talking about it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's why we need the experts. For those that want to retire before the age of 62, what do they need to keep in mind?
So as I mentioned, they're going to get what's called a Social Security supplement. And what's going to happen is that, as I mentioned, we're going to take their high 3, multiply it by their years of service, and multiply it by 1%. So they only get the 1% because they retired before the age of 62. But on top of that, they're also going to get their supplement. And if they don't know what the supplement's going to be, all they do is go to the Social Security website, take their 62 number, which is the age that you're eligible to get Social Security, and then you just have to multiply it by a few calculations, which why you would come in to help us do that. So the problem is that that supplement goes away once you turn 62. And you were used to that check from maybe 57 to 62, and then when it goes away, naturally you're going to just want to go take your real Social Security. But then if you take it early, there's a permanent reduction, and then there's a cap on how much money you can actually make from a job.
So there's like that little space between retirement and 62.
It is. Okay. It's that 57 to 62 or 59 to 62. We got to really plan for that because it can really mess you up.
All right. So those with the TSP, does it make sense to leave your retirement account as is, or to roll it over to a Roth IRA? Or into an IRA?
Yeah, to IRA. So if you're under the age of 59 and a half, I would recommend leaving it there.
Okay.
Because some advisors are going to say, you know what, let's roll that TSP into an IRA. We can diversify it. But what they don't tell you is that you cannot touch an IRA until you're 59 and a half. So if you retire at 56, roll over all your money, then guess what? You can't touch anything at all because you're too young. So we recommend taking most of your TSP, rolling it over once you retire, but leaving some of it there so that you can live off of at least until you turn 59 and a half. Okay. And then also, if you were to roll your TSP over, we can actually insure the money where if the market goes down in value, you don't lose anything at all. It's similar to the G fund, which is safe, but it can actually grow like a stock. And we highly recommend that now with so much volatility in the market. And
then what about health insurance? When do retirees need to know when it comes to keeping their health insurance versus going to Medicare? What do you say for that?
Yeah, so once you turn 65, and this is very confusing to a lot of people, once you turn 65 years old, you need to enroll in Medicare Part A, no matter whether you're working or not. But most people are going to keep their federal employee health benefits in retirement because they're used to it. They've had it for 30, 40 years, so why change into something different? So the key decision is, do you take Medicare Part B? So if you don't want a lot of co-pays and co-insurances, you may want to take Part B, which covers all your doctors, but there's a cost to that. And that cost is anywhere between the cost is anywhere between $174 a month or all the way as high as $500 a month.
Oh, wow.
So you got to weigh the pros and cons, and you need to come in also, because I had a couple come in a couple of days ago, and she was in private industry. Her husband was working for the government, and she turned 65, and she didn't know whether she needed to apply for Medicare or not, because she was under her husband's health insurance. So these questions are very confusing, which is why you have to call in, schedule an appointment, and we can help you out with it.
That's right. It's not just you that's enrolled necessarily, your dependents as well.
Exactly.
There's a lot of information. That's why we have you come in. Thank you very much. And while you at home, if you would like to learn more about preparing for your retirement, get all these questions answered, New Perspective Financial Solutions has a great offer. Tavon wants to help protect and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they are offering a complimentary portfolio x-ray and retirement income plan just for you. This will allow the team at New Perspective Financial Solutions to sit down with you personally or schedule a call to make sure you are on the right track for a successful retirement. That number to dial is 240-335-8366. That's 240-335-8366.